trade in the middle of December. Stephen Curry lets Joel Embiid fly on by.
That up, he gets Joel up in the air and to fly by him, and then the jumper is just basically from 15 was tough.
Schroeder kicking into Draymond Green on the baseline cut.
And that is the ability to penetrate, get into the heart of the defense. Sixers there kind of just
sent to Brooklyn along with 3 second-round picks. Green was trying to find Jack
Kyle as he cuts through on that transition, not giving up on the play. Not sure.
And it comes to Green, and the Warriors running the floor. We know that's what they like to do. Lowry dealt with the last couple of seasons. Passing of his father preseason, and then just kind of floated during last season. And then we found out is the no-look, Embiid the block. And Embiid keeps
liable sometimes to have some mistakes.
Yep.
Turnovers.
George working it. Schroeder, tons of space to work with once again. And Schroeder, point shooter on the season is Schroeder. Embiid, a wing triple. That one's that, and then finally come back to South Philly. Andrew Wiggins. That's going to be a charge on PG.
Well, and the guy who took the charge in this case.
In this series, and they're off to a good start here tonight. 13-4, Golden State. I mean, everything's cyclical, right? It's going to switch back to a big man's game at some point. After
balance, but again, it seems like there's an imbalance right now with the way things are.
With you, appreciate you all again staying up late with us. The final Sixers After Dark broadcast of the season.
And have that confrontation. He got the better of JoJo right there.
And being too
first, that's what Joel was thinking for sure.
Maxey passed everybody, but loose ball scoops ahead to Maxey. Tyrese to his left, off the window.
Conversely,
as we all know that Green tends to do.
Conversely, the Warriors
first quarter and a whistle.
The space he needs with that right arm.
Reggie Jackson checking in, halfway down. And
quickly in transition.
Embiid doubles to the cutting Gershon.
Your math is still on point.
The main focus of this road trip for us so far is Viewfinder is your exclusive gift. Key matchups include these Warriors and the Lakers. For all the info before the timeout was called. This is free throw number 2. And game. With the handle on Stephen Curry. Going reverse.
And the amount of time played, not acceptable.
Green had the block on the offensive foul earlier in this frame.
He has been contending with foul
out last night. Jonathan Kuminga has checked in, and right under the score sheet he goes.
Bait him on that. Don't play along. There's the pass.
The NBA, Kuminga streaking it to the cup. I feel like this is where I tell everyone finish with just 18 off the bench for the Warriors. Paul George, the rebound. Thankfully, misses that one. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Start to his Warriors tenure earlier in the season. Kuminga, 4 for 7 are the Warriors, and back to Yabu it goes. And
again, the Warriors just look a little bit quicker.
Yep. The NBA was the first overall pick of the Cavs back in 2014. Joel Embiid passed Gershon Yabusele to that gold medal in Paris over the summer.
Terry, a former Vanderbilt head coach in college. Moving.
The fourth is checked in for the first time tonight. Good drive and kick. Tyrese Maxey.
5 around 0. Nobody in the painted area.
Jackson Davis.
Others.
On this year's theme and promotional night, Sixers fans join us this season at the Center to celebrate Spirit of 76. Sixers again. No Kelly Oubre Jr., no Andre Drummond tonight. KJ Martin, Jerry McCain still.
The NBA Finals, they were handing out hats. Spike Lee was.
But it healed. So absolutely nothing falling for this. 26 points for the Warriors, who we know can go off quickly. They could easily have 40 plus in a quarter.
6. Anything more than that, and you need some work.
Schroeder from beyond the arc. Shot clock winding down on Yabusele, who takes it all the way.
Again, slow getting out there to these guys.
Over to help. Hield with space in the corner. And that is a 21-point difference right there, because the Sixers have yet to. And Steve Kerr was asked about that before the game, because the Warriors again have been struggling as of late. That's our Ricky Council IV before the game. Gershon Yabusele with 8 in the.
That's 11 points in 7 minutes of action.
Perfect from the floor. Off shot clock winding down. Kuminga sees it. Pass deflected by Downton, but still gets to Green. And then a foul.
And And then Paul George in transition before moving.
Game on Friday the 13th as Kuminga does the Euro, drops it off to Waters. Time last night in Sacramento. Early time tonight here. Maxey off the Yabu screen and time. Curry gets loose and Curry connects. 9 for 14 now. Trump that. Not getting out to shooters quick enough. Downton downhill. Block. City has fallen in love with this guy. Spent 4 years at Oklahoma State. Undrafted back.
Get some stops here. Look at this.
Too easy. Just too easy. Curry with a...
It's not taking much scheme by the Warriors to get buckets. Kid plays here, and it seems to be a trend right now.
To a 33-year-old guy.
On the floor, the Red Seas parted. Any other biblical terms come to mind? Making him defend.
Couple of Razorbacks going toe-to-toe.
The University of Arizona. Whenever Steve would make a shot at the McHale, got more chips.
No pressure, but passing you the...
Look at you and say, I could just keep it next time myself.
Kuminga turns it over. He'll overrun it, but in fact he hadn't because Moody, as you mentioned, Alla, pushed him in the back. Off the inbounds play. 50-34 Golden State in front. And on the fun right now for the home team.
Call for this set is...
Against through the slot, lost it, gets it back. Lays it up and in. Maxey whipping the ball around, double pump. So it's going to be Warriors basketball.
Yeah, looks like he's right there. Slightly.
Second, Paul George was 7 of his 9 in this frame. And good defense by, let's see, Embiid with 4. Again, PG with 9. Really tough shot on the baseline. Wow. Fouls on Paul George. None of those were called. And then you go back on the other end and some tick.
Close both ways. You want to let things go as Paul responds with a wing jumper. Then let
starters so far. Wiggins the driving kick. Waters for 3.
To get these guys open looks.
Embiid from the free throw line. Let's see.
Is unacceptable to them.
Wiggins right into Joe's chest and lays it up and in. Actually splitting the Warriors defense. Can't connect on yet another.
Elevates and knocks down the foul line jumper.
Third personal earlier to his Warriors tenure. Back in November, 41% also. They're hoping that the roller coaster is headed back up once again. It was up last night for this guy, and Eric. George, good defense on Wiggins.
Comparison as far as skill level and talent when he compared to Joel, but right now.
In the NBA in offensive rebounds in December as he misses that one. 23-year-old out of Indiana. Looking for it. Joel to his right, drawing the foul.
Picks up the foul on Jackson Davis.
His first 76ers, wherever you are with the 76ers official mobile app sponsored by NJM Insurance. The East all the way down to the play-in.
Anywhere.
Embiid hit the first free throw. Sixers. It's been all about the three-point shot, although slow down Joel Embiid. Into his left. And they're counting the bucket and giving Embiid the three-point opportunity.
Well, because right there, I mean, that's bucket.
And Embiid completes by Stephen Curry. Curry for 3. 6th in this first half. Yeah, that was what Nick Nurse talked about in his pregame pressers. Curry talking about New York dropping the ball on...
We're down 15. My feelings are...
Right? A lot of Sixers fans are going, yep. All right.
Encouraging thing, but also the crazy thing, right? As bad as they played and as good as the Warriors, 15-minute break in the locker room talk.
Just a few stops. Just a few. Caleb Wine, one of them. So it'll be Sixers ball on the baseline. 1:16 to go in our first half. 15. Embiid still has the mask up on his forehead as it blocked by Wiggins. Maxey downhill.
Nothing? I mean, he got some ball, there's no doubt, but you're telling me he got no arm on that?
Knocked it away and then picks it up. A runner from Schroeder to beat the horn. Just kept playing and then woke up the next morning and the hand was swollen. So they did tests and nothing's wrong. He's listed. Embiid fading away in the lane. And you mentioned not just outside the arc, inside the arc. The Warriors are.
This is that action again. Draymond gets it from Stephen. And like.
So far, have led from the jump. Stephen Curry got scoring started with a three-pointer.
Sixers had nobody on that exchange. Jackson Davis was wide open underneath. I can't quite figure it out. It just doesn't look good.
He's splitting the defense.
How he gets that wide open, I'm not quite sure. It's Stephen Curry wide open in transition. Like everybody else should be.
I think that that look on the face of 4 of the Warriors starters in double figures tonight so far. Green drops it off to Curry. Curry's got 2 more.
Thought perhaps that Draymond had made a bad decision.
As Caleb off the Jackson Davis screen.
Push.
Yeah, and then he tried to get it back to him on the oop, but
Little teardrop, whatever you want to call it, little baseline jumper.
Curry draws the foul, and that was really the final feather in Steph's cap.
And the guy who some would say didn't play his best basketball at the beginning.
7 on the shot clock, but Steve Kerr, that is, talked about Curry and him against Gershon Yabusele and Victor Wembanyama in France. That was just Gershon, his first, as Green hits the first. Well, voting for the 2025 NBA All-Star today and tomorrow and the day after that, and then every day till the 20th.
Still 18. It's not an insurmountable lead. What makes it?
Blocked from behind by Maxey. Schroeder recovers, and Schroeder hits the baseline jump.
Who's Draymond got?
Great in a dismal first quarter. Let's see if he can provide some energy first quarter. He's got 11 now in his first 12 minutes off the bench tonight. 16 points in the blowout of the Blazers. Curry weaving his way around everybody in
Playing 5-on-4, and that's where he found the open man. Good find from Curry.
and no doubt about it. And plays like this are why.
Correction, when he was a
Tonight, 5 of 12 from the floor. Gonna need there hasn't been the defensive effort that any of us have wanted to see from the Sixers tonight.
A lot of it because of that guy. But his
The big fella's at the line, shooting 2. 4th team foul on the Warriors.
physical with Curry. Let's see where that goes.
Curry, long 2, wide right. The physical. Hopefully the Sixers can work their way back into this one. Screens for Hield there. Maxey knocked it away from him. Curry from way outside.
Rebounds.
Embiid fade away. Off front to challenge himself in some way.
Because he can.
Embiid draws the foul on. 3 blocks for Draymond tonight. 6 fans, but think back to when I was a kid and was lucky enough to watch guys see what Draymond and Stephen Curry have done on what was a
1975 was when they won the last.
Wiggins. Embiid unable to answer. So they know all about decades.
They were still kind of searching for what they were trying to be.
Curry, I'm so happy about that. Hooray. My dude, Jack, if you are still with us, Sixers fans, we will try our best to keep you entertained. Pelicans, OKC, the Knicks. It's going to be a really exciting January.
17.
John.
Yeah, you're not comfortable or not accustomed to being out there that far.
If I were to open the lid on Allah's cookie jar.
Chip, the soft kind.
Okay.
Don't like a crunchy chocolate chip.
Let your girl know. And
Carry.
Eric Gordon gets called for the carry.
Tyler, 3.5 quarters. Still things are going okay until you start to fall apart.
They're still trying to find out about that whistle that the Sixers couldn't score, but just fell apart late.
Didn't surprise me. It just kept me worried because I knew what he was capable of. Freeze.
Kuminga spinning away from Gordon. 1-6 of 8, 10 of 14. They're in the top 10 when it comes in the 8 they have played thus far. So still trending in the right direction. And I think if just trying to pull back, big picture. Embiid.
The 2 defenders, Jackson Davis and Kuminga. Either one of them could have been.
Kuminga raise it up.
They really like his progress off the glass and in with a little.
Warriors send Kuminga to Miami for Jimmy Butler. Potentially is Embiid or Schroeder. Make it 15 for the former Brooklyn net, Dennis Schroeder. Pushing it up. Joel Embiid blocked by Jackson Davis.